released from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Sam Gano set to kick off.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Cooper's got him, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
First down.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one, and on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away
for it.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
At the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You got it figured down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn it and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ezekiel Elliott.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a game.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Dallas.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
55, come on, guys, 55.
Now Saquon Barkley looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Saquon Barkley on the carry.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Mike, 55.
Throwing, Jones. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Loss of a yard.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Cowboys.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Tate. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Over first and 10.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Dallas.
Draw play, Elliott. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Cowboys.
A first down carry by Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Taken in at the 22. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 36-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Lamb.
25 yards that time.
25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Giants 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
1 yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
13 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
It's now
line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Jones now on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Gano for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
At the 12-yard line.
23 yards, the final tally. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Jones, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Cowboys 28, Giants 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The 24-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Tate on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 40-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Crawford on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 44, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
For the Giants.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They go down it again. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Brought down at the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ezekiel Elliott. Brought down at
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
2nd and 5.
It's easy work and it's coming again.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game. As they stop him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
At the Giants' 43-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Prescott on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the...
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? Oh, wide open, complete. The 20, 10, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, it's Tate. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Back to throw. Jones. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect it.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Giants, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go out with a bit of a